Hey guys, it's that time of day again. It's time for Formula Bob's Bobcast and some more wacky news. Yes, coming up this week we have a add-on to the Conker scandal from last week. If you remember last week's video, we've got a mountaineering sheep and we've got a public toilet that is now a theatre. Can you wait for it? No, you can't. Grab your cup of tea, get your sweeties, and tune in for some wacky news! Guys, first story up. If you remember this gentleman from last week about this conker scandal where he was accused of cheating by having a steel conker, well, this is a carryover. This is the losers and complainant side of the story now, and he's got a conker player whose complaint of foul play in the World Championships now admits there was no way he was cheated of the title. Alistair Johnson Ferguson sparked a furore after questioning his loss to David Jenkins at the World Conker Championships a week ago. Mr. Jenkins, also called King Conker, was investigated over whether he had used a metal conker he owns which is painted to look like a nut. Mr. Johnson Ferguson has now admitted there was no way the tournament was rigged against him. Honestly, I am trying to put this thing behind me now. All I want to say is I'm sure it was very fair. There is no way to cheat. They don't really need to do anything else. It was completely fair. Just don't call me a sore loser. Now, do you think he's backtracked because he's had a bit of a payout? I'm just saying, he's completely gone 360 on this. Anyway, Mr. Jenkins said, "I'm so relieved to be cleared. It's been a stressful week. The phone hasn't stopped ringing. I've been playing and practicing for decades. That's how I won. I admit, I had a steel conker in my pocket, but I didn't play with it." And after analysis this week, experts have agreed, saying there was no evidence that the steel conker was used. So there he is. I've been a bit of a plonker over the cheat claim of a conker. So guys, on to the next story, which we're going to cover now. And generally we have an old people's theme this week. But this next video is about an old paperboy. And here he is. World's oldest paperboy retires at 82. Now this was a quirky little thing I saw this week, so I'm just going to read you this story out in full. So he's thought to be the world's longest serving paperboy, but after 70 years, Joe Wardman is finally hanging up his bicycle clips. The sprightly 82-year-old started delivering papers for his father, Richard's newsagent in Barrow, Cumbria, aged 11 in 1954. Joe took over Wardman's newsagents when his father died in 1964 and ran until his retirement in 2011, but still volunteered to deliver papers. He said he has loved delivering the news down the years and treating customers like they're one of my family. On his decision to retire, Joe said, "I'd done my 70 years and I thought there's nothing else I can achieve with it now." So there you go, guys. There he is. Joe Wardman, outside his family shop, has decided to call it quits at the age of 82. What do you think about that, guys? Guys, we've got some more wacky news coming up shortly, but remember to like this video and subscribe if you're new, and don't forget to share it on your socials. The world needs to see this podcast. Coming up next is some crazy OAPs and a gamer granny. So this was another story that caught my eye this week, guys. Gunfight at the OAP Corral. So it's got elderly residents at a care home have created their own 40-minute comedy Wild Wild West movie and held a packed premiere in the local town hall. 11 pensioners aged between 70 and 99 wrote the script, shot it using a green screen and set up one of their rooms before adding AI animation. It's called The Tale of Robin of Otley, which is a play on words from Robin of Locksley, which is the original name of Robin Hood. There you go, bit of history for you. So it's got shootouts and references to Yorkshire puddings. James Dixon, he's an activities coordinator at the Vicarage Care Home in Bakewell, and that's in Derbyshire, home of the Bakewell Tart. Not Bakewell Tarts were originally founded in America, if you didn't know that either. Right, so the idea was to follow up to a comic strip they created in the creative writing sessions. I showed one of our residents a short film I'd made on my phone with a new app, and he said, well, we'll have to make a film next year. So the story for the next comic strip became the basis for the film. So there we go, guys, and they got some pictures of them there with their Stetsons on and the moustaches. And then at the top there, we've got the old lady in a horse and cart. So I presume that's on the green screen there. There we go, guys. Gunfire at the OAP Corral, Care Home Residents Wild West Flick. Right, coming up next, guys, is news of a gamer granny. And here she is, guys, Gamer Gran, 76, hooked on Fortnite. A grandmother with a love for gaming has become an online star after becoming hooked on Fortnite. Kath Bowie, no relation to David Bowie, has played popular titles such as Mario Kart, FIFA and Minecraft, but said it was her love at first sight when her grandson Lewis, 24, introduced her to Fortnite 7 years ago. The game sees players fight to be the last one standing, this is the Battle Royale mode, or fend off zombie-like creatures and defend objects with traps or fortifications that save the world, which was muted to be free at some stage but never came to fruition. Got Miss Bowie of Moray, that's in Scotland, now has a Twitch account under the gamertag GrumpyGran1948 that has amassed 20,000 followers. You need to check my channel out, Formula_Bob. Go check that one out instead. She has even partnered with IKEA for its Bran Bowl range of gaming room furniture. She plays the game with people from around the world and said, my community is absolutely fantastic. It really is constant chat and everybody being so friendly with each other. Apart from my husband, it's my life. There you go, Gamer Gran, guys. Go check out her channel. Grumpy Gran 1948. There she is in all her glory. And maybe she's killed you on Fortnite. If she killed you on Fortnite or you've been a teammate of Grumpy Gran, let me know in the comments. Right, guys, the next video clip is going to be about a pint-sized hamster. Pint-sized hero. Pub glass saves hamster pursued by hungry cats. A hamster being chased by a cat outside a pub was saved by a group of revellers who scooped her into a glass. The 1-year-old Syrian rodent curled up inside the empty plastic glass after being rescued in Essex. The lucky hamster was taken in by the Blue Cross charity and has now been rehomed. We're amazed she managed to survive both the cat and the busy road. Thank goodness she was scooped up and spotted and taken to safety. So there we go, the little hamster, little cute hamster, was saved by this pint glass. Oh! But no picture of the scary cat though, so we can't. We've only got one side to this story. We haven't got the side with the cat on it, but we've just got the side of the rescued hamster. The hamster refused to be interviewed. Talking of rescued animals, we've got this one about a sheep, and it's got, how did you manage to get stuck there? And there's a sheep there on a mountainside. How the hell did it get there? Well, anyway, we've got here the story of mountain rescuers were scrambled to save a stranded sheep after it got stuck on a cliff at a beauty spot. Edale Mountain Rescue Team was called to retrieve the ewe trapped above Stanage Plantation in the Peak District. They first tried to lasso the animal, but when that failed, they lowered themselves down and placed it into a sheep rescue sack. It was returned to its owner before a younger sheep with a broken leg needed saving. We hope you all get well soon, the team said. There he is, looking sheepish. There we go, that's the sheep again, a close-up of the sheep stuck on the cliff. Right, guys, our next video involves a dispute over a park bench. Are you sitting comfortably? Well, clear off! It's dangerous! Gathering for a chat with your neighbours poses a public danger that must be stopped, a bewildered group of tenants have been told. The residents like to sit and set the world to rights on wooden chairs and benches that Lyndon Brand set up on the grass outside his home last summer. But last month they had a letter from Orbit Housing threatening to remove the hub, which it says poses a trip hazard. It has just made my life hell personally, which then spills over onto the rest of us, because if this goes, we're all going to suffer, and that's what Mr. Brand said at age 60. Brenda O'Rourke, 76, added in, "It's brilliant what Lyndon has managed to do, and we can't lose it," she said. Orbit, which manages the homes, said it had agreed to let the benches remain until a new location can be found. And that's the group of people having a discussion on the wooden park benches. Would you say that's a tripping hazard, guys? Who knows? And then we've got there the official letter from the Orbit Housing Group. So there we go. Sitting comfortably is dangerous now, apparently, guys. What'd you say to that? Maybe you should stand up comfortably instead. Who knows? Right, guys, this is our final video, and this is about an old toilet. This is now a theatre. It's called the Theatre of Convenience, and is only big enough for 12 people, and has a tiny 4'9" stage. Okay, we're talking at the moment is that Loz Samuels. She owns the property now. But the former Gents was converted in 1999 by puppeteer Dennis Neal. It entered the Guinness World Records in 2002. Its walls and ceilings are hand painted with rural scenes and ghoulish faces, which you can see one in the video now on the hill. In 2017, the building in Great Malvern in Worcester was used by a college drama department, but a fire started with a faulty dehumidifier and causing major smoke damage, and it fell into disrepair. They aimed to crowdfund £25,000 on Space Hive for urgent repairs, including a new roof, damp proofing, a complete rewiring alarm system, interior restoration work, and a visitor display. And finally, the owner there, Loz Samuels, she says, "We're determined to give this world record-breaking theatre the encore it deserves. It is an exciting challenge for such a unique venue. There's just one wee problem for drama fans. There isn't space to install a loo." And there we go, guys. Sadly, it's over. The Bobcast has finished. There's no more wacky news for today. Make sure you hit like on the video and subscribe if you are new. We have more wacky news to come next time. So keep an eye out, hit that notification bell to let you know when our next video comes up. See you soon, guys. Stay wacky.